The Hyundai i20 is a car which within the media has been overshadowed by its N trim. That high performance small car has stolen the heart of so many journalists. But what a lot of people fail to remember is that in its more conservative trims, like I have here, this is one of the best small cars that money can buy, offering sharp styling, really comfortable interiors, packed full of every gadget and gizmo you could want, and coming with Hyundai's 5-year warranty. It's a no-brainer. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you all the reasons why I think the i20 is one of the best small cars you can buy. I'm Tish and you're watching the John Banks Review channel. And if at any point I fail to cover something in this video which you still have questions about, then you can follow the link down below and get in contact with one of our sales associates. Right, let's dive into the review. As with many small cars, the i20 is gradually getting bigger with each new model. The latest i20 model boasts a larger size compared to its predecessor. It's been lowered by 24mm and widened by 30 to enhance its stance. In addition, it features a longer wheelbase which is increased by 10mm and the body expanded by 5 to provide more interior space. The new i20 is exclusively available as a 5-door, as the demand for 3-door hatchbacks has significantly declined. When it comes to styling, Hyundai really know what they're doing. Even as a small car, this looks really sharp. In fact, it reminds me a lot of the heyday of the Seat Ibizas. But whereas that car has got a little bit more boring, the i20 has got a little bit more interesting. You've got some really nice sharp headlamps that lead into this grille, and this grille almost gives me a Cupra feel about it, the way that you've got all of those slanting gloss black parts. Now this is the highest spec premium version that you'll get of this model, and that does give you some extra aggressive styling, but personally I think it's worth the upgrade. This is the 2024 model, and as you'll see, we've now got that flat Hyundai badge. Hyundai love a busy alloy wheel, and that's no different with the new i20. On this higher spec premium model, you now get the two-tone effect wheels, which are quite dynamic in their styling. I like them, but they're not going to be for everyone. And if you're prone to curbing your wheels, you might want to go for some of the more simpler designs on the lower spec models. Again, like the bonnet, you've got loads of lovely creases down the car, which make it look really sharp. And you've also got the contrasting elements of the chrome which runs along the doors that gives it that premium element. But unlike some other competitors, the sharp styling is not just limited to the front of the car, it's also rather sharp and dynamic around the back. You've got this lovely light bar which runs all the way along the back of the car. Again, you've got that flat Hyundai badge which is finished in chrome. There's some contrasting black which covers the tailgate, and again you've got quite an aggressive, almost sporty rear diffuser. Now that doesn't house any physical tailpipes, and it is all just about the aesthetics, but that isn't a bad thing for me. You also have these slightly grooved cutouts on the side of the rear window, and those chrome elements which run along the door frame also almost hug the corners of the car. I really like the styling of this small vehicle. It offers a pretty straightforward engine lineup, which comprises of one 1-litre 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, which is available in 2 different power outputs, 89 and 118 brake horsepower, and both variants come with mild hybrid technology, which includes a small electric motor and battery which provides a slight electric boost to the engine while driving. The base model, which is known as the 1-litre TGDI 100, delivers strong performance from around 1800 RPM, and it feels robust in the mid-range, although it might not feel exceptionally dynamic at higher revs. When it comes to ride, power and handling, you can't expect big things from this little car. If you want a car which is exceptional in its acceleration and its handling, then you're better going for the i20N. But in terms of those things, it's pretty good. It's never going to be as sharp handling as a Ford Fiesta, but it's nice in the turns and it actually handles pretty well, keeping body roll to a minimum. There's certainly no shortage of safety kit as standard on the i20. Every car comes with 6 airbags, automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist and forward collision avoidance. You also get eCall, intelligent speed limit warning and a driver fatigue alert. If you go for this premium trim, you also benefit from blind spot warnings, forward collision avoidance for junctions and lane follow assist. Boot space is a real highlight of the i20. In here you'll find 326 litres. That's bigger than the Ford Fiesta and it's comparable to the Volkswagen Polo or the Seat Ibiza, which are both class leading. Inside this boot you'll also see there's a nice flat load area, but unlike a lot of its rivals, you also get an adjustable boot floor, making it even more convenient. What's more, the boot also features a clever little function in which the parcel shelf can be slotted behind the back of the rear seats when not in use, and you'll also find tether points for securing items down. A similar story to boot space. When it comes to small cars, the back of the i20 is very accommodating. I've got plenty of headroom, so it should be fine for 6-footers. Although 3 people in the back may be a little bit of a squeeze when it comes to shoulder space. There's loads of legroom as well because that centre console is really low down. There's hardly any hump in the floor at all, so you can fit your feet easily side by side. You also get the nice bonus of an extra USB-C charger. However, the only complaint is there isn't much storage options when it comes to the rear. Once again, sitting in the driver's seat, the i20 is extremely accommodating. You've got loads of headroom and you've got plenty of adjustment in the seat, though it is manual, but what would you expect from a small car? And you do also get a height and reach adjusted steering wheel as well, so it's really easy to get comfortable. When it comes to build quality, it's hard to criticise the Hyundai i20. Everything feels really solid and well built. The only negative is it's slightly lower down in my expectations when it comes to materials which have been used. They've used the materials well to make the cabin look dynamic and a little bit fancy, including these slats along the dashboard. But a lot of this is finished in plastic, and that's a bit of a shame because to the touch it does feel a little bit cheaper. Mind you, you do have a nice leather wrapped steering wheel. In terms of quality and equipment, it's absolutely fantastic. This car does not leave you wanting much. Even if you go for the entry-level car, you get automatic lights, automatic rain sensing wipers, you get a rear view camera and parking sensors. You also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and climate control. However, if you go for the entry-level car, you do get a smaller touchscreen. It's reduced to around 8 inches. And though that gets Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, if you want sat-nav, you will have to move up the range to this slightly bigger touchscreen. This touchscreen works great. The graphics are really clear and it's really easy to use. You do also have some shortcut haptic buttons underneath the screen as well. If you're considering purchasing the i20 outright, it may initially appear more expensive than rivals. The starting price is slightly above £18,000, and you can find a base spec models of the Fiesta, Corsa, 208 and Clio for potentially lower costs. However, it's worth noting that the i20's slightly higher price may be attributed to its innovative mild hybrid powertrain. This powertrain option is currently exclusive to the i20, and it will require additional payment in the competing models. When comparing spec for spec with other models, you'll find that it's very competitively priced. Some people do mourn the loss of some really small compact cars, but you can't complain when you get so much space inside the boot of the i20. This really is a very versatile small car, and I think that all of the reasons that I've mentioned in this video make it one of the best that you can buy. But let us know, do you have an i20? Do you love it? Pop it in the comments down below. And is there another small car that you'd prefer over the i20? We want to know all your thoughts and feelings. If you had any further questions about the i20, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with one of our sales associates via the link down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, see you later.